Hey everybody, Melody here and welcome back to the channel. I wanted to pop in real quick to let you know that I am changing the name back to We Are The Remnant, okay? Before I tell you why, I do want to thank those of you who have stuck by me and stuck by the channel, who have always popped in to comment and to just encourage me and what I'm doing, even though I have been in disobedience for a few years now. Okay, so back to why I'm changing the channel name back. I had a dream a few weeks ago, and this dream scared the daylights out of me. It made it plain and clear that God was telling me that I need to stop being disobedient and stop trying to do everything else but what he told me to do. Okay, even here on this channel, you know, in my own life and even here on this channel. I started this channel for a reason. Okay, really, I would say God started it, to be honest with you, because those of you who know, you know, my first video that blew up was one where I was confronting one of the popular social media so-called prophetess, right? But the heart of that was this. I was tired of seeing God's people being deceived and being distracted, because I know that we are in the last days. We're in the very last hour. It's 11:59 and we just don't have time to be distracted. We don't have time to be engaging in idol worship of our favorite ministers and favorite pastors and prophets and prophetess. We don't have time to be only told what we want to hear. The time is late. You know, so the reason I made this channel was to not only encourage the remnant, because there are a few people who are still holding on to God's word, who are still truly following God and cultivating a real relationship with God. I also created this channel to wake people up as well, because there are those out there who are lost, who need Christ. And then there's those who are called, they are called, but they have not been chosen yet because they are too caught up in this world. Okay, so I made this channel for a very specific reason. Okay, to wake us up, to help us to get back on track. I'm not claiming to be a pastor or anything like that. I'm just another mouthpiece that God has put out here to wake people up, because time is short. Things are getting crazy. And if we're not careful, we're going to be caught in the tornado, because it's coming. You know, it's coming. We're not going to be able to pray it away. It's coming. Things are wrapping up. Okay, at least for America. Okay, so, and around the world. But the thing is, yeah, I'm going to do a video about the dream that I had. But I will say this: I'm back. Okay, and I'm going to keep putting out my original content, which is to inform. Okay, to wake folks up. I will say this: I am much more mature than I was, back then. I'm not as impulsive, but the righteous indignation that I feel for the fact that God's people are being purposely led astray through social media, through pastors and prophets and prophetess, through all the theatrics out here. We gotta get back to hearing God for ourselves. We gotta, be sober. We have to be vigilant. We have to watch and to pray. We have to make sure we're not being deceived. We have to test these spirits. We have to test the words of the prophet, all of this stuff. We need to do this stuff. So I won't rant, but I will say this: this channel is back. If I decide I want to do anything else, like promote my music, I'll make another channel. Okay, but on this channel right here, God has made it clear to me what this channel is about. And it's going to stay about that. For those of you who haven't seen the video that I made about Watchmen, go ahead and watch that video, because that will explain who I believe God has called me to be. And it may explain who he's called you to be. So go ahead and watch that video about Watchmen. And God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, send it to anybody you know, because I'm not going to be distracted anymore off of the mission that God put me on for this channel. God bless y'all. Talk to y'all later. Thank you so much, and goodbye.